What's up everyone, this is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here in the Great League, and in today's video we're going to be featuring some gameplay that has been submitted to me by one of my patrons, Stop Alcatraz. They are running a team of Shadow Dragonite in the lead with Draco Meteor, which is definitely a super interesting moveset. Licky Tongue on the Say Swap it looks like, and then a Shadow Politoed in the back running Earthquake. So let's jump right into these battles. These are in the Legend rating range, so going to be some good battles to come here. Dragonite into Altaria, so both Pokemon are hitting for super effective. Dragonite does outpace this Dragon Claw, but you can see the Dragon Breath damage from Altaria is just absolutely melting this Dragonite here. So going to burn a shield and then swap in a Lickitung. I like this play a lot. It is hard punished by a Toxicroak, which is not super great, but Toxicroak is so glassy, Lickitung is so bulky that you can even potentially threaten shields here, or at least force the Toxicroak to dump a lot of its energy. So now it's not able to have as much of stored energy coming out of this matchup, which is really favorable. Gonna bring out the Dragonite, enable the Dragon Breath it down before it gets a move. The Altaria comes back out. And this is kind of a problem because these Mud Shots are doing essentially no damage to the Altaria. And even with the Shadow bonus, I don't know if Weather Ball... I don't think Weather Ball is enough to knock out this Altaria at this range. Yes, definitely not. And now you have to attempt to Mud Shot down this Altaria, which is going to be really difficult. Oh yeah, there's just no way. There's a Deoxys in the back, unfortunately. Oh man. That Altaria definitely brutal in the lead, especially since the Politoed has Earthquake instead of Blizzard. Dragonite into Mawile. That's also not a super great lead. But they're staying in with the Shadow Mawile, most likely a power-up punch. And it looks like they're staying in here for the long haul. Both Body Slam and Power Whip are resisted. So gonna throw the Body Slam. Gonna throw another Body Slam here. Shadow Mawile is extremely glassy, so able to get a shield right there, which is really good. Probably just gonna be another Power Up Punch, and then the Fire Fang damage will most likely be able to KO. Oh, the Power Up Punch does just enough. Gonna bring out the Politoed, I would assume here. Yeah, and go for a complete Mud Shot down. This is another Power Up Punch. So gonna no shield. It does a little bit of chip damage there. We'll see what's in the back. Oh my gosh, it's a Venusaur. Out comes Zweilous. So Dragonite is gonna get to this Dragon Claw barely before the Zweilous gets to a Body Slam because of that energy advantage. But you still have a full Venusaur to deal with in the back. That is going to be really rough. Hopefully the Dragonite did just enough Dragon Breath damage onto the Venusaur to hopefully put it in Earthquake range. Out comes the Venusaur. Is this Earthquake enough with the Shadow bonus? Hits for neutral. Oh man, able to Mud Shot down. Nice game. That's a pretty tough lead too with the Mawile. Heavily resisting that Dragon type damage. Alright, Mew in the lead. Shadow Dragonite is so glassy, but look at those Dragon Breaths. Absolutely chunk this Mew here. Has to shield the Wild Charge. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a Unova Stunfisk. It does not resist the Dragon type damage because it doesn't have that Steel type resistance like the G-Fisk does. It also is not going to resist these normal type attacks because it doesn't have that Steel type resistance. But it's so bulky that most likely it's going to no shield this Power Whip. Wow, okay, they actually do shield. Interesting. I don't know if this Lickitung is going to be able to get to another Power Whip here though. Yeah, not able to get there. Gonna have to let this go. But then the Politoed should outspam, or do you come in Dragonite here? Okay, I like that. Farming up even more. Really nice farm. Really nice farm. Dragonite would win CMP by a long shot. The Mew comes back out. This Dragonite is loaded, man. What is in the back? What is in the back? Oh my gosh. Something weak to Dragonite. A Venusaur. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Dragonite had so much play against that team. That was great. That's a very good lead. Politoed obviously needs to avoid this. So they're... Oh my gosh, this Dragon Breath damage is doing so much. This is just a Frenzy, right? Because it was at 6, unless they snuck one through. Ah, they snuck one through, okay. Good shield. Able to essentially preserve all the health on that. Use the Stay Swap, very nice. And honestly, this pretty much solidifies the game right here. Because you have Politoed in the back still for the G-Fisk. And this Pelipper is not committing any shields quite yet. They probably go Hurricane here, anticipating that you don't want to commit your final shield. Smart play. They are saving both shields for G-Fisk. That they are going to be very upset when they see that it is a Politoed in the back. They are going for a Mud Shot down, which is a smart play because you at least want some stored energy for whatever's potentially... They are not shielding anything. They are not shielding anything. Okay, now they're shielding, but this Politoed, if you can successfully shield up the Earthquake... Oh man, I thought that they were baiting. Oh my gosh, gonna save the shield for Dragonite and Dragon Breath down this thing? That's a nice read. That is a nice read right there. Yeah, shield, Dragon Breath down. Nice play. Dragonite put them at such a significant advantage in that opening game for sure. Or the opening matchup. Dragonite in his... Okay, out comes Altaria, and once again, no real response to this Altaria. I actually like this play. You do enough Dragon Breath damage to potentially put it in Lick plus Body Slam range. This Body Slam will not KO. This Altaria might get to another Sky Attack like Bear. Yeah. But you survive it. You let it go and then farm down because you know that the Surf-Fect is going to be coming back in. I like this play. Intentionally stops tapping to give the Altaria less farm, or to give whatever Pokemon comes in less farm. Oh man, this is not good. You swap right here. Okay, at least it was a CMP tie. Oh my gosh, how do you beat this backline here? The Surf-Fect already had a slight energy advantage. And I doubt one Weather Ball, even from a Shadow Politoed, KOs this thing. It does a lot, though. Actually able to Mud Shot down. And then times the throwing of the Weather Ball in between the Volt Switch. Very nice. Wow, really nice energy management there. I think if the opponent would have shielded that Surf-Fect, that would have been game over. But able to capitalize on that mistake. Good game. Another fairly neutral lead here. Man, that Dragon Breath damage. Absolutely chunking that jelly. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw. Shield, just in case. Honestly, even if it's a Shadow Ball, it would probably one-shot the Dragonite. Can you... No, this is Bubble Beam, right? Would have been really nice to be able to farm this down before that goes through. But potentially you say swap out of this and yeah. That's a great play. Even though this Lickitung is somewhat hard punished by this Vigoroth, you still have the Politoed in the back to handle that Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales. You have energy stored on the Dragonite. You barely survive this Body Slam and then you get off the own Body Slam, right? But Vigoroth is going to have energy coming out of this. Dragonite does win the CMP tie though. And I'm assuming that the opponent would save both shields for their... Oh no, that's so bad. What a nice play by the opponent. Oh my gosh, that's a really nice play. Saving the Vigoroth and gets baited. Oh my gosh, the opponent is making all the right moves here. Because there's no way. This Ninetales is definitely going to be able to get to a Dazzling Gleam. This might be barely enough to KO the... Wow, okay, barely survives. Gonna be able to get to another Weather Ball here, but... Oh, they swapped the Vigoroth? That's way worse. Man, the desynced switch timers. The opponent was really able to take advantage of that once they caught that first move. Nice play. Really nice game. Dragonite. Oh, these Altaria leads are really tough. Because you know you lose this in the one shield. Yeah, so you pretty much have to make this play. Let this go through. Get a jump start on energy. They went for Moonblast, alright. That damage that the Altaria did essentially puts this Lickitung into Frenzy Plant range. They let the Lickitung get to another Body Slam. And it's really good that the Politoed gets to avoid this Venusaur. Probably... Oh boy, so you're gonna have to double shield then. They don't get to another Frenzy? They did not get to another Frenzy. I for sure thought that they were there. Bring out the Dragonite to snipe it down. G-Fisk in the back. Yeah, very nice. Politoed's gonna be able to handle this. Very nice snipe down with the Dragonite there to deny the energy from the Altaria. Bringing the Lickitung in here just to force this G-Fisk to dump some energy and do a little bit more damage. Does one well, we won't know. I would imagine that one Weather Ball after that Mud Shot damage there would do enough damage to knock it out. Dragonite into Defense Deoxys. This battle was actually featured in my Top Battles of the Week episode that I posted a couple days ago. So this battle is super wild. It's against Tommy Love, who is a content creator on Twitch. I think that he does YouTube stuff as well, but... So Defense Deoxys in the lead, already has to go down a shield. Out comes Umbreon, another really bulky mon that you don't necessarily have a hard counter to. So catches on the Politoed, does a good amount of Dragon Breath damage with the Dragonite and stores some energy. But this Umbreon is going to be pretty tough to deal with. Lickitung does not have the best matchup against it because that lick damage is resisted by that dark typing. So probably, yeah, you just have to let the Politoed go. Get some nice farm with Dragonite right before the Umbreon's able to get to a move. Very nice. And it is it is a Charm A9 in the back, which is a disaster. But just going straight for the nuke. It actually gets shielded. This Lickitung has so much work to do. The Alolan Ninetales absolutely shuts down the Dragonite. But able to CMP tie on this Body Slam. Gets the final shield right there. Gonna be able to throw this Body Slam here. This is not gonna be enough to take out that A9, and there's still a Defense Deoxys that we have to account for. But it's very low, able to get to this Body Slam just barely. And then aggressively switches out to force the A9 to throw because the Dragonite would have barely gotten to a Dragon Claw. And this Lickitung barely survives to be able to lick down the Ninetales. What an amazing game. Good game. Dragonite into Medicham. Pretty favorable lead, but I'm pretty sure the Ice Punch would probably one-shot. Out comes the Lickitung. You probably throw this for chip and then mirror with your own Lickitung. Yeah, that play makes the most sense. Because now you can really maximize your energy gains from this matchup and try to leave this with as much energy stored. Okay, the opponent goes for Power Whip. Kind of an interesting play there. Body Slam will not do enough to KO this thing, but then potentially you lick down. Maybe right here would have been a good spot to Power Whip just for the slightly extra damage. I like this farm though because you already know that the Medicham is going to come back in to get farmed, so you want minimal health and maximum energy. And they give up Switch right there. So gonna chip this with the Body Slam and then probably go back into Dragonite. Very nice. How insane is it that the counter damage from Medicham is keeping pace with the Dragon Breath damage? That's resisted counter. Shadow Dragonite is so glassy. Gets a shield. Okay, there is a case to be made. You could potentially shield farm down there, but this is also a decent play because you have a body slam stored. Oh boy, this is pretty aggressive. Okay, not even going to mess around with the farm down. Just going to throw this weather ball and keep that body slam stored in the back. Okay. The opponent counted very well, and they tried to catch the earthquake right there. That would have been a really nice play. But very nice heads up call on this. Probably worth the shield right here. Yeah, because it's play rough. Oh, the opponent does not want to play it out. Yeah, there was a body slam stored, and potentially the Lickitung could have even gone to power whip as well. So tough spot for the opponent. Oh, nice lag. Nice lag. Lickitung is obviously a pretty good response to this Sableye, but this is a fairly neutral matchup. It's a CMP tie on the Dragon Claw and the Foul Play, and they do force CMP. You can see the Dragon Breath damage output is definitely keeping up pace with the Sableye. Able to hard punish this G-Fisk safe swap with the Politoed. That's very, very nice. This is most likely an Earthquake. It wouldn't make sense to bait here. And this Politoed, in response, is going straight for the Earthquake as well, anticipating that the opponent is just going to sack the G-Fisk. Very nice read there. This Pelipper is getting a nice head start on energy, though. Gonna be tricky to deal with. Gonna bring out the Lickitung to safely absorb this energy. Do you save the shield for Dragonite? Swap right there when the Pelipper's energy dry. I really like that play. Out comes the Sableye again. Yeah, I really like that play. The Dragon Breath damage is just gonna do too much. The opponent saved the shield, but it does not matter. Oh man, a Shadow Dragonite. So much fast move pressure. This is a very favorable lead. This is just a Hydro, but it probably does over half, right? Oh my gosh, that's resisted. It does so much though. So gonna throw a Dragon Claw here. Oh my gosh, the opponent shields that. Shield, try to farm down. They're on their 5 cycle here. Very nice farm. Yeah, I really like using the safe swap here. They must be weak to Dragonite in the back. Why else would you fully sack your lead unless you have some sort of weakness to it in the back? And so, great recognition using the Lickitung safe swap here. A little concerning that the opponent is staying in though. The opponent probably read that we were trying to get them to switch out. Oh, Skarmory in the back. Okay, this is totally manageable. Huh, they weren't really super weak to Dragonite in the back. I wonder why they sacked their lead there. They had 2 options against Dragonite. They could have swapped the Skarm, but maybe they might have anticipated that there's a G-Fisk in the back. Maybe that's why they didn't swap their A9 either. Good timing on these throwing of the charge moves. And one more Weather Ball honestly will do the trick on this Skarmory. Politoed probably survives the Sky Attack. Yeah, very nice. And the opponent concedes the match. Good game. One more battle here. Favorable lead. It is Air Slash. And this is a pretty solid response. That is a shiny Litwick Hat Sableye. So it's not purified, as you can see, because it was never Shadow. So just going for the Power Gems. Wait, going for Power Gems. Foul Play is more energy efficient here. Lickitung resists the... Okay, there's the Foul Play. I'm not sure why they flexed the Power Gem on that first move. Not quite sure. Gets both shields. Oh man, that's actually really bad. That's actually really bad. You just have to hope that Dragonite is going to one-shot everything. Oh boy. Dragonite has to do so much work because you don't have Blizzard on the Politoed. But maybe you can... Okay, this is really, really nice. You force the Tropius to throw because they're scared that you might have Blizzard. Yeah. How much does a Draco Meteor do to a G-Fisk? We are about to find out. This is so tough, though. You need a lot of energy. Okay, they don't get to a move there. You get to save both shields for the rock slides from the G-Fisk. How much does this Draco do? How much does this Draco do? There's no way it does 50%. Does it actually do enough right here? That was awesome! Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for submitting these battles, Stop Alcatraz. Thank you everyone so much for watching. As always, if you enjoy the content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.